Hey y'all, this is Mr. Pepin, and for our 5th week of online science, we are going to be learning about organism structures and functions. Last week, we talked about organism life cycles and how plants and animals change and acquire new structures over the course of their lives. This week, we are going to discuss how these different structures that plants and animals acquire help them survive in their environments. Just like we humans become accustomed to the environments around us, whether that be our homes, our schools, or our neighborhoods, so too do plants and animals. Now, these organisms over time have developed what are called adaptations, which are traits that help them survive in their environments. Let's use this slide for a couple examples. On the far left, we have a polar bear, which has developed thick fur to help keep it warm in its frigid environment of the Arctic Circle. On the flip side, we have a camel that has developed humps to help it store water in its extremely hot and dry environment of the desert. And last but not least, we have a duck that has developed webbed feet to allow it to swim in many different bodies of water, such as ponds, lakes, or rivers. We characterize these adaptations that allow different animals to survive in their environments as structures and functions. Namely, a structure is a characteristic of an organism, such as hooves, webbed feet, feathers, or tails, and a function is how this structure helps an organism survive in its environment. Let's use an animal that we see all the time as an example, a bird. A structure that is very important to a bird is its wing. The function of this wing is to allow the bird to travel quickly and evade predators, which are animals that want to eat the bird. From a similar perspective, we can characterize structures and functions as such. A structure is how the organism is built. In other words, what it looks like. A function is what job this structure helps the organism do. Let's take another animal that we see from time to time and use it as an example, a coyote. A coyote has a physical structure of teeth and claws. Now, the function of these teeth and claws is to allow the coyote to gather and find food. Now, these functions, the jobs that animals are able to do, can be either instinctive or learned. Now, instinctive means these animals will do this job automatically. They do not have to be taught. An animal will automatically try and find food using the structures it has. However, this animal might have to learn how to find food the right way over time, which would be learning how to hunt for food. With this info about structures and functions in mind, let's break down your assignment for this week. Your assignment for this week is going to be made up of 3 parts. Part 1 is going to be called Adaptations Introduction. And what this activity is going to involve is you examining different animals and their structures and functions. How do these structures and functions help this animal survive? And now, if this animal were to be dropped into a different environment than what it's used to, for example, a polar bear in the desert, a lion close to the ocean, or a killer whale in the rainforest, how could they use different structures and functions to survive in this new environment? And if you believe they would not be able to survive, why is that? Part 2 of your assignment is going to be a click and drag activity. you are going to be presented with a couple different animals. The structures of this animal are going to be posted on the left side. The functions are going to be posted on the right. You need to match the structure with its appropriate function. For example, this activity involving the husky. Let's say I click and drag the structure of its eyes into the first box. Now, if the structure I've chosen is eyes, is this necessarily going to match the function of covering the husky in hair? I don't quite think so. You are going to have to make the right match. So that is activity 2. And last but not least, activity 3 is going to be diagramming your own organism and its structures and functions. You get to choose any organism you want. You're going to find a picture and you are going to insert it right here in this top box. Afterwards, you are going to list the structures and corresponding functions that allow this animal to survive in the environment. Let's say, for example, I were to choose a bird. I would post a picture of the bird here in this top square. Afterwards, I would list different structures of the bird that allow it to survive, such as, again, its wings. Now, the wings would be the structure, but the function would be allowing the bird to fly, allowing it to evade predators, etc., etc. With that in mind, good luck, class, and as always, when you're done with your assignment, mark it as done, and then turn it in to Google Classroom. I know you can do it.